Hey friends, what's going on? I hope everybody doing good. Happy, what is it? I don't even know the day. It's Wednesday. Yes, happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Especially to all my Monday through Friday 9 to 5ers out there. I know y'all be counting down them days, shawty. Shit, I will be too once I start working them damn 9 to 5 again. So let's see what we got. Got some cars flying out already. All right, so we got some options here. Decisions here with the 7 of Cups. So, you know, you could feel like, look, I don't really know what direction I'm going in, which way is left from right. Things might be a little confusing right now, okay? And sometimes, you know, the illusion of having options can be really overwhelming. So some of you might be in that space right now too, where it's like, I mean, yeah, sure, I could, you know, maybe you have a bunch of different job offers on the table. For some of you, this could be different romantic interests that are on the table for you. This might be different paths you want to take your business down. Especially with the Queen of Wands here, I could be speaking to like an entrepreneur or someone that, you know, works within the creative or entertainment industry. But, you know, I do want to say, especially for those of you working in the entertainment industry with the 7 of Cups, it gives like all that glitters isn't gold. I just heard gold-plated shit. So for some of you, like, some of these options really ain't shit. And when we even look in the 7 of Cups, like, there's a snake in one option, there's a dragon in one cup, there's like this guy's head in one cup. It's just all types of shit going on here. We got this little wreath or whatever. But all of the options are not good options. So you're really gonna have to use your discernment here. I love the Queen of Wands coming out, especially because she's got the black cat associated with her. And we know cats are very intuitive, right? And they are very particular about who they want to be around. You know, very sentient beings. They can sense it on you when you ain't, I don't like you. You know, that cat ain't gonna fuck with you. But, you know, if you coming in good energy, if you pure, they gonna be all up on you, purring and shit. So I'm getting some of y'all, you need to kind of navigate like that. I don't know if you have a black cat. This could even be a spirit animal that some of you have. Maybe you had a cat when you were younger and it could have passed away. This cat is still with you. Whether it's black or not, I am getting like really strong, like feline energy coming through. And some of you are needing to tap into that when it comes to making these decisions, like really sniffing people out, like, I don't like the way you smell, or you seem safe, you seem comfortable, like I'm gonna fuck with you. So it's gonna be really important with all of the opportunities that are presenting themselves to you. Because like I said, I don't know why I heard gold-plated shit or whatever. Excuse me, y'all, I'm still getting over this cold. But yeah, let's see what else we got coming through. I could be talking to a fire sign too. Yeah, it's about relationships. What I say, I'm gonna have to pull some romance cards. The 2 of Cups, okay? It's interesting. I chose this deck. I was gonna use the one I used yesterday. I brought it with me, but I also brought the Mahogany Tarot. And this deck, it got messed up like when I was moving, and like some substance got on it to where my cards got fucked up. But I don't think there's a coincidence. This one has the masculine side. You see the wing is like ripped off. So for some of you, you need to be mindful, especially if you are dating men, that they are healed, okay? Because some of you could have a tendency to attract men folk that really ain't doing the work. I know for me, like, I have set some pretty high standards for myself, even just in dating casually. Like, I don't date people that don't do the work. And I mean, some people might feel offended by it or whatever. Like, I don't need to go to therapy and da-da-da-da. I personally feel like everybody can benefit from some sort of therapy. And that's just me. That's my standard that I have. So I won't even date you if you, like, aren't actively in therapy or haven't been in therapy for like motherfucker at least a year. Yeah, it's a no-go for you. So some of you need to set your own bar, you know, your own standards for, you know, how you're going to navigate even just casual dating. Okay, you know, I'm getting, you don't want to be a casualty out here to a motherfucker that ain't even your man, right? You know, I see so many women, you know, in all these situationships and this and that, you getting your feelings all wound up, and that's like not even somebody you're committed to. Why are you doing all of that? So some of you, you know, you need to kind of reel it on in, shawty, okay? Know that you got some motherfucking standards, because you want real love here with the Ace of Cups. You want somebody that can come through and really offer their heart to you, not just like the little broken shards of pieces that they have never put back together. You know, everybody gets hurt in life. Everybody's gone through some shit, whether it's some childhood trauma stuff, you know, and everything's not traumatic either. You know, some things are just like really stressful and hard to deal with. But, you know, everybody's gone through some rough stuff, right? And everyone's had their heart broken. But, you know, some people are out here willing to do the work to heal and mend their broken hearts, while other people, they're out here, you know, using other people as like casualties, and just like, oh, whatever, like I'm hurt and I can just be out here just willy-nilly with it, hurting other people. And no, that's not cool at all. Like, so you kind of have to have some standards there when it comes to the people that you're dealing with. No half-hearted shit is what I'm picking up on. You want the whole heart, or you don't want it at all. All right, you want the healed heart, you want the purified heart here with the Ace of Cups, right? This is someone that's not like all bitter and resentful and angry and just harboring a lot of shit, you know. And it's just like, bro, move on. You know, seek therapy, bro. Like, seriously. And it's not a slight towards anyone, but it's just the real deal. Like, it's what you need to do. You need to go find some sort of healing. So you need to know your worth, ladies. Queen of Pentacles here, right? She doesn't settle for anything less than what she deserves. She's also very comfortable in her solace, yeah. Very comfortable just like being on her own. She's not about to let somebody come around and disrupt her peace. So you need to be more vigilant when it comes to protecting your peace, when it comes to protecting your security. For some of you, you might have been dealing with men like that ain't got no fucking money. What? Who do that? Where we do that? When was that ever a part of the game? Fucking with people that don't have money. Now, I'm not saying like being a gold digger or no shit, but if you have money yourself, you're secure and you can provide yourself a certain kind of lifestyle, you need to be with someone that could at least match that, right? You know, everybody's situation a little different, but I personally don't believe in being with guys that make less money than you. I actually saw Anwar, he's a dating coach for Black and brown women, and he was talking in reference to a Tyler Perry clip, where Tyler Perry was like, yeah, Black women, you should be okay with a nigga just paying your light bill. Tyler Perry, what? You mean the women that can pay their fucking light bill and pay their fucking gas bill and pay their rent and pay the cell phone, the Wi-Fi, the gym bill, the nails, the hair? You mean the women that can pay for all of that should just settle for a man that can only pay the light bill? Get the fuck out of here. Ain't nobody that desperate to be with somebody. But I gotta call y'all, some of y'all out, because that's what the reading about. Some of y'all have been that desperate to be with somebody. Like, I'm sorry, it probably ain't that much love in the world, and that dick is probably not that good. Come on now. Like, we gotta have some better standards for ourselves. And the point that I was making with that too, Anwar was saying, for Black women specifically, dating men that are not on your level financially, it usually creates more strife for you. Usually that man is going to feel emasculated. He's going to feel like he's in competition with you. He's threatened by you. This motherfucker going to be out here trying to sabotage your success and what you got going on, because he a fucking hater, you know, on the low, because he ain't doing as good as you. What's the point? No, we're not doing that shit. So you would be better off paying all your bills by yourself, right? And still having your peace intact. And having your peace intact. Temperance. Like, don't let nobody come through disrupting your peace. For some of you, this is disrupting your financial security, the lifestyle you've created for yourselves. For some of you, this is disrupting your creative flow with this Queen of Wands. We got the Queen of Cups coming out too. This is about somebody disrupting your emotional, your emotional world. Like I said, getting caught up emotionally with people that you're not even committed to. Why? Like, pace yourself when it comes to connections, when it comes to dating. Like, you shouldn't be falling in love with somebody in like a week. Like, dead ass. That don't even make sense. I'm sorry. Like, what they say, fools rush in. That's like foolish shit. That's like some shit you do when you're like a kid. You fall in love with somebody really fast because you, first of all, don't even really know what love is. And now I'm hearing, what is that, Summer Walker? I cannot sing it. My voice is so fucked up right now. But you don't know what love is if you don't put up a fight. Yeah, you don't know what love is. Yeah, I swear you never seen it in your life. Sorry, Summer, but no. Like, and bless her heart, but you don't have the best track record when it comes to relationships. So, some of you are still kind of in that teeny bop, like, oh, I fall in love in like 2 weeks or whatever type shit. And it's like, you're a grown woman now. It's time for you to navigate your emotions as a grown woman, as a queen, right? You're not a page anymore, right? A page gonna fall in love at the drop of a dime. It's because some of you have this very like ideal fantasy of this family, okay? Some of you, my heart goes out to you. You might have grown up in broken homes. Your daddy wasn't around. Mama had to do everything. Maybe it was even the other way around. I don't even want to just like it's a gender thing. Some of y'all could have grown up in a single father home or something. But you didn't have the ideal that you wanted. So you are like so locked in on this vision of achieving this 10 of Cups that you're damn near willing to put anybody in position that should not fucking be there. Someone that cannot really even be there. They cannot be your match in that way. So it's really important, ladies. I heard guard your heart. That doesn't mean that you're closed off to love. Like, it just means that you're more discerning with who is accessing your heart, who is accessing your love. Go have your fun. You could go on dinner dates and shit, go take a trip and whatever, whoop-de-woo. But until a man has really proven to you, that he wants a 10 of Cups with you, and not that he just wants it, but he's capable of like providing this. It's one thing in your mind, like, yeah, I want this with you, whoop-de-woo. But the motherfucker don't even got the emotional tools to really be in an intimate relationship with you. And I'm not talking about intimate in between your legs. I'm talking about what's in your heart. Also, what's in your motherfucking mind, right? Like, these are things that we need to be more mindful of in navigating love and relationships. The Magician here needs to be mindful also of manipulation, okay? That 7 of Cups, that could be somebody that's selling you a dream, selling you this little fantasy because they know all about your little childhood trauma and shit. And yeah, I'll be the man that you never had, the daddy that you never had, woo-woo. Like, no. We're not doing that. Like, some of you gotta recognize, like, when somebody is running game too, because there's a lot of motherfuckers out here. The Magician is a wordsmith, okay? This is, someone that's got the gift of gab, so they know how to talk that shit, right? But they really can't back it up. So it's important that you not get caught up in a lot of words, is what I'm picking up on. Like, what is the action that this person is taking? How is this person showing that they are committed to you, that they are loyal to you, that they really care for you, that they want to nurture you, that they want to invest, that they want to love you? Like, sometimes it's better to just be on your own than to be in a relationship with somebody, and a situationship too. You know, that'd be some folks' relationships is a situationship. You know, sometimes it's just better to be by yourself. You know, to not be entertaining nobody. Like, find other people to invest your energy into. You got friends. And if you don't got friends, go make some friends. Please don't be one of these women out here, like, when you get into a relationship, you have no friends. Your man is your only friend. Like, it's okay if he's a friend, but your only friend, girl, that sounds like a recipe for a damn abusive relationship. Abusive at worst, you know, maybe just something a little manipulative at best. Okay, and even that is still bad. Like, okay, hold up. Some of you need to slow down with the Knight of Swords. You kind of rush. That's why I was saying, like, falling in love in 2 weeks. Who's doing that? Like, you don't even know, motherfucker. You don't even know that nigga middle name, and you over there talking about you in love with a nigga. You don't even know shit about his family, talking about you in love with somebody. Like, come on now. Take your time. Knight of Pentacles. You know, you got to properly vet people. Wow, this is crazy. What the fuck? All the knights came out? Whoa. Whoa. That is insane. All in a row. I have never seen this in my life. Knight of Cups. Knight of Wands. All 4 knights just came out of this fucking deck. That's so crazy. And we got 3 queens on the table. A knight don't match a queen. Some of y'all out here dealing with a bunch of knights. Okay? And one thing, knights, they're really good about kind of going through the motions of a connection or a romance or whatever. But when it comes to the actual commitment aspect, they're lacking. That's where the king comes in. I ain't seen a king on this motherfucker yet. Okay? So some of y'all, you know, you might be dating multiple people, talking to multiple folks. Maybe it's just one. I know some people, they don't like to date multiple at the same time. I don't know why. Like, y'all better treat this motherfucker like this is the Bachelorette in this bitch. May the best man win, for real. Cause the best man, he gonna show and tell. Like, you know, he gonna do what need to be done. Some of you dealing with too many night ass niggas. Too many night ass niggas. Like, we got all the signs on the table, baby. It could be an air sign, earth sign, water sign, fire sign. It could be any of them, okay? You know, and of course, they hype you up. They give you compliments. They make you feel good and shit like that. But it's just kind of like superficial. Like, especially if you are wanting something that's like more long-term, then this is not gonna make the cut. It's not. You gotta heal with the sun. You got to heal the inner child stuff, right? I think that's for most women. The knight is the knight in shining armor, right? And all of the fairy tales and shit, and he comes and saves the day or whatever. We need to get out of that mindset that, you know, there's somebody coming to save the day. Nobody's coming to save you. Save yourself. And saving yourself means healing yourself. And then you are going to attract someone that is on your wavelength, okay? Someone that is also healed as well. Healed, whole, ready for love, you know, ready to do the work that it takes to maintain a commitment, all right? Okay, they tell me so pull some love cards now. So we're done with the tarot. Let's pull some romance angel cards. I'm sorry, y'all. My voice don't sound like I wanted to. Oh my gosh. All right, let's see what's coming through here. I heard she's always running from things that she needs. So some of you, you're like very attracted to, yes, what you want. Most people are. But you're not attracted to what you actually need. You're gonna have to reconcile that within yourself. I think a lot of it has to do with like unlearning these ideals, especially for women and the Disney princesses and all this shit, unlearning all of those ideals. Like, no, like, that's not my story. That's literally a fairy tale. It's a fairy tale. And it's not to say that the man that you need and is going to commit to you is not going to be romantic and all of these things. It's not to say that. But he's going to have more to him than just that. Any nigga can spend some money, buy you some flowers, take you out on a nice date or whatever. Anybody can do that. That's not a hard thing to do, you know. But what is a hard thing to do? Working through conflict. All right. You know, how many men have you dealt with that didn't run away from conflict and didn't completely shut down and ice you out? Or maybe they got fucking aggressive and hostile and, you know, maybe even in some cases like violent or something with you, right? You know, how many men have been willing to be monogamous and to practice fidelity and to really, you know, see the value in being loyal to one woman. You know, these are the things that you really need to be looking for within a man. Not just like, oh, hey, Mr. Flossy, take me out on a nice date, bought me a fucking bag or some shit. Like, boo, who cares? And that nigga still hates you. I'm sorry. Like, niggas be out here literally in extreme dislike towards women, but out here going through all these fucking motions and shit. And don't be one of the women that's caught up in a connection with somebody that don't even like you. They just doing shit for the optics. Doing shit just because. Doing shit unintentionally. You know? That says a lot about a man too. A man that has no intention, no intentionality to the moves that he makes. Just out here going with the flow and shit like he a feminine. Like, that's the divine feminine. You want to get onto all that shit. Like, going with the flow is for women. Like, men need to have a plan. You need to have a strategy. You need to be able to follow through on said plan, right? Some of you, maybe you've never experienced that in your life. You know, you didn't see your dad do it with your mom. You know, maybe he never married your mom or something like that. Maybe he never followed through just even on co-parenting and doing his part in that regard. Some of you out here dating your daddy and repeating the same cycle that your mom went through. I thought we was out here breaking patterns. That's what we supposed to be doing. This is my tough love reading. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not mincing my words. I rarely ever do. But I feel like, yeah, this is a little tough love for somebody. Okay, we have flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. You know, that's cute. Like I said, have fun. Like, flirting don't mean you in love with somebody. You just flirting. Enjoying the little romance, enjoying the little attraction or whatever. Keeping it lighthearted energy. Some of you my lover girls out there, y'all ready to, like, soon as you meet a nigga, like, I'm ready to, like, lock it down. And I'm like, whoa, slow down. You don't even know if you like him that much. Keep it light right now. That's why I was saying, some of you out here talking about, I don't want to date more than one person at the same time. That's literally what dating is. You get to go have a bunch of dates. Like, you get to go to a bunch of different restaurants, go see some movies, go see a play, like, shit, go to the botanical gardens, like, go do different things. And it's not even on your dime, too, because, like, you're the one being dated here. For some reason, I was wanting to say courted. That was coming out. So some of you might find yourselves in a situation where someone wants to court you. So I think usually with that, it's like a little more monogamous, where it's like it's just us doing this thing, but it's with the intention of I'm going to court you for X amount of time, and then we're going to check in and see if we want to get married, like that type of thing. So somebody, yeah, wants to court you is what I'm getting. Some people want to date you, but it is somebody that wants something, because they're more future minded. they are thinking along the lines of commitment and marriage and family and all that shit. Ugh, so over this fucking cold. Okay, we have playfulness. I keep saying, keep it light, okay? Like, have fun. Explore your options. Some of y'all need to put yourselves, like, I know people always think I sound crazy when I put time limits on things, because I do. I put a time limit on, like, how long I would give myself to grieve over, like, my last breakup. Like, I'm like, you got, like, 6 months, and you need to fucking move on, like, for real. Just try it to see if it works, because some of you just might feel like it's just so impossible for me, it's just the way my feelings are set up and shit. Just try it, please, for the love of God. Like, it's gonna be better than you just doing the same old thing. Okay, so for some of you, put a time limit on it. Like, I have to date somebody for at least 3 months consistently before I'm really going to be opening my heart up for real, talking about a bunch of deep feelings and shit. At least 3 months of consistent dating, okay? Whatever it is for you. Maybe it's not 3 months, maybe it's 6 months. I saw some girl on Threads the other day, she was talking about it was a year for her. Like, it's a year of having to consistently date her before she's, like, opening up her heart for real, like, and then letting someone access the vulnerable parts of herself. And that's not to say that she doesn't share, certain aspects of her life and maybe things she's gone through and experienced, past relationship shit, all that. But she's very adamant about, like, like, falling in love, like saying I love somebody and all that shit. No, like, it takes for her a year to warm up to that idea. Okay, for some of you it might not be that long. For me, I feel like that's kind of lengthy, this lover girl. But see, we have express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture at the right time. You don't do this in the first 2 weeks of knowing somebody. Now, are there those one-off situations where it's just like that and, love at first sight? Yeah, I'm sure, hey, that's a thing. But it's rare. And a lot of people always want to, like, put themselves in that role, like, I'm the rare happenstance situation or whatever. Everybody feels that way about themselves, but logically everyone is not that rare happenstance situation. So it's better to just assume, all right, like, that we got to approach this normally, like most more normal people would, that this isn't a rare occurrence, okay? And approach it from that mindset, okay? It comes a time where, yes, you should express your feelings and, open up a little more to somebody, and, where they have access to your heart like that. It does come a time, but take your time, okay? This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek, okay? So some of you, look, these people, it's a whole lot of nights in this bitch, I done said. But I did say, some of them want to date you. Somebody wants to court you, okay? This could very well be the person that you end up getting married, having a long-term commitment with, having babies with. It might be 3 babies that you end up having. It's like 3 little angel babies up here above them. So, yeah. I don't know. They like to wear red. This man got a lot of red on. Yeah, he got red on in 3 out of the 4 cards. He has red on. So, wow, even the magician got red. So, it's something about red. Even in this damn 10 of clubs, he got a little red tunic on. Okay, so, something about red. Somebody could have, like, a lot of passion towards you. And it's not just passion. Like, there seems to be, like, some love here as well. Also, like, I would let the man lead with that. Let him lead with his feelings and opening up. And then that shows how you can kind of follow. You're the lady in the situation. So, and I know, like, oh, we're empowered modern women and all this shit. But at the end of the day, I still want to be a lady in a relationship. I don't want to be the man in the relationship. Because they got to do more, honestly. And they should. Like, that's your job as a man. So as a lady, you should be sitting back and kind of going with, you know, how he's moving or whatever. So when he's ready to open up and get vulnerable and all that shit, then okay, go ahead. That's your opportunity too. Too many women out here sending motherfuckers 10 paragraph text messages and shit, like a month into talking to them. Like, this man ain't mentioned shit to you about wanting to be in a relationship, wanting to be committed, wanting to be married, none of that. He over here is dating a bunch of other women, and you got your heart just all on the line and stuff. Like, why? We have more control over our emotions than we think we do. A mature person has a lot more control over their emotions, okay? An immature person does not. They don't. An emotionally immature person does not. Going back to being in that little teeny bop, oh, I'm just so hard eyes. Like, girl, please. Some of y'all need to be in more dialogue with your inner teen, and you actually being like the mother to that inner teen, right? Some of you are mothers to teenagers, and you know good and well you would be telling your daughter, you ain't trying to shit on her per se, but you know that shit is puppy love. Like, it ain't really no real deal, right? You gotta have that conversation with your inner teen too. Like, baby girl, this is some little puppy love shit. This ain't even a real deal. You don't even know this man like that. You don't even know if you like him like that. Like, you just so enamored with this fantasy of this 10 of cups. There's the very strong fantasy aspect to it. You might be someone that spends a lot of time daydreaming. Limerence is coming through. You might want to look into that. I know I personally, it's something that I have, gone through myself plenty of times, actually. And oftentimes people find themselves in these limerent fantasies because they're not really getting fed emotionally. Their emotional lives are kind of like empty. It's because you do need to nurture connections in your life. You do need to nurture emotional closeness and intimacy with others. But sometimes that's not always going to be a man. Sometimes you need to get a little closer with your friends. Sometimes you need to get a little closer with your family. Sometimes you need to get a little closer with yourself. Get a little closer with your art. Come on. Like, you know, women, we are innate creators. That's what we do. We're just profoundly creative beings. A lot of you, all those feelings and stuff you need to be channeling them into some sort of artwork. Over here trying to channel it into a nigga. Yeah. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. This is about doing things you enjoy, right? I don't know. Some of you could be gardeners, florists, botanist is something that's coming through. I'm also getting like a fashion designer. I heard a wedding dress. Some of you could design wedding dresses. That could feed the inner romantic in you. Is designing beautiful gowns that people get to wear on their special day. And maybe one of those gowns you design is going to eventually be your wedding dress. We have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Okay? So this could be retreating into your space to kind of do some things that you enjoy. right? But this can also be for some of you, somebody might want to take you somewhere. They might want to take you on a little trip, okay? Like, we need to get away. We need to talk about some things. She's in her wedding dress. I was just talking about a wedding dress. Some of y'all definitely could like end up designing like your own dress or something. That's super dope. But yeah, like somebody, the person that want to go on a trip with you, I think this is the person that want to court you. Okay, the person that's definitely looking at you like marriage material. I think they want to go on the trip, you know, like they say you really get to know somebody when you travel with them. So they want to go on the trip to like really make sure like, can we like really do this thing? So yeah, that's going to be interesting for some of you. For others of you, like I said, you're going to be like in your own space, creating, loving on yourself, pouring into yourself at this time. Okay, let's have one more card and we're gonna wrap. It's really nice out today. Spirit, what's the last card here? They said one card, but they gave me two, so that's cool. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. See, I told you, somebody want to get to know you a little more, possibly through a vacation that they're going to take with you. You know, even if you're not going on a vacation with someone, they still just want to, hearing that song, I want to get to know you. Is that Joe? I think 50 Cent. Yeah, I think it's that song. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Okay, come on. Like, there is hope, my friends. There is hope. Okay. If you ain't got nobody in your life right now, like I said, your homework is to just be pouring into you. All right, especially into like your creative hobbies, gifts, talents that you have. You definitely need to be nurturing those a lot more. That is going to make you more magnetic, is going to make you more attractive. So you're actually drawing in suitors. Okay, so if you feel like, damn, it's been a drought around this bitch, it's because you're not creating enough. All right, so find some time. I set a challenge for us in yesterday's reading. Do this for the next 15 days. Some of you, for the next 15 days, I want you to pull out your sketch pad. I want you to, you know, I don't know, pull out your MIDI keyboard and start making your beats. I want you to start writing your song lyrics. I want you to start, I heard baking bread. Some of y'all like to bake and shit. That's cute. I think it's so dope, like when people bake bread from scratch. I tried it one time. It was fun, actually. I would definitely do it again. But yeah, like whatever your thing is for the next 15 days, get into it. Some of y'all might be like, damn, am I gonna have me a Valentine's? Look, you might. Shit, in this 15 days. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, you could potentially get you something within the next 15 days for sure. So go ahead. I had to look underneath the deck too. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. I told you, somebody real passionate about you. Even if they're not in your life right now, there's someone that's coming in that's going to be very passionate about you. I keep hearing the man in red or whatever. He likes red. So might be getting you like some red roses or something. You know, it's that time of year where people finna be doing all the cute little Valentine shit. But all right, y'all, I'm gonna wrap up this reading here. If this resonated, please like, leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't. If you need a personal love reading, definitely tap in with me. That information is below in the description box. I am still offering my year ahead readings. This is the last week I'll be offering them, so make sure you book that if you want to, you know, get the tea for how you can navigate this upcoming year ahead. But with that being said, y'all take care. Bye.